Hello, and welcome to Weatherford College. I'm Dawn Calden. I'm the Director of the Disability Services Office at Weatherford College. Today I'm going to talk to you about some options you have at Weatherford College, as well as how to become registered with our Office of Disabilities if you need it. As you can see from this first page, we have 4 campuses available for you. We have one on the main campus, we have one in Wise County, halfway in between Bridgeport and Decatur. We have an education center at Granbury, and then on our education center at Mineral Wells houses our cosmetology program. Let's start by talking about some different options you have for degree plans and career paths. Workforce education is our first option to look at. Workforce education doesn't require any testing and is designed to get you training in a short period of time to go directly into the workforce. So these are just some examples of classes that you could take for workforce education. Some of our most popular being welding, pharmacy technician, and dental assisting. Our next level is a certificate. Now, certificates require a little bit of testing, but not for all courses. As you can see, I've marked the ones with a star or an asterisk that do require you to apply and have testing. Other certificates do not require that, and they are designed to be short, like 1 year. Most certificates are 1 year, and get you a job in that area. As you can see, firefighting is one of our popular ones, as well as phlebotomy. The next level is our AAS programs, like sonography, as in this picture. These programs that I'm going to talk about do require you to have some testing. So you can have SAT scores, ACT scores, or a TSI placement test score. Just remember, if you're using SAT or ACT, they have to have been taken in the last 5 years. This is a copy of the score requirements for those and the minimum scores. Now, for the TSI test, you are looking at a placement exam, so it's not pass or fail. We just want to make sure that you're in the class you need at the level you need it. If you're not ready for college algebra and you need pre-algebra, then we want to put you in pre-algebra. We don't want to set you up for failure. So the TSI placement scores are very handy. The next degree that we're going to look at that you have to have had that testing for is an AAS degree. AAS degrees are Associates of Applied Science degrees. So these are designed to get you hands-on experience and a little bit of core coursework. So I will tell you probably our most popular ones are criminal justice and PTA and maybe human service provider of this group. The next level is our associate degrees. Our associate degrees are Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, and we have an Associate of Art in Teaching. These are designed to complete the core that you need and to complete any electives you may also need to transfer to a university and complete a bachelor's degree. Remember, an associate degree is 60 hours, which is halfway to a bachelor's degree of 120 hours in most cases. As you can see here, all of these require you to have the core curriculum, and then you begin working on electives. For an Associate of Arts, those 18 hours of electives are very specific to what degree you're looking at, and you want to make sure those electives transfer to the university and count toward that bachelor's degree. In an Associate of Science, your electives are composed of an additional math class, and then 6 to 8 hours, which is 2 classes, of either math, science, or business. And then you get 3 to 7 hours of your choice of electives. So these electives are specific to your degree and are eligible to transfer, but they have to be in the math, science, or business areas. And then our AA in teaching is specific to early childhood courses. So you're going to take those childhood development classes and maybe some teacher education classes that will help you. We have several programs that have selective admission, which means just because you applied to the college doesn't mean you get into that program. Those include, radiology and respiratory. As you can see, these are mostly our allied health programs with the exception of vet technology. That's our new program here on campus. That's an AAS program. You do have prerequisites for all of these. There are certain classes you have to take to apply to these courses, to these programs. The only ones that do not have prerequisites are the human service provider and phlebotomy. Applying to Weatherford College is simple. You go to applytexas.org and make sure you put your social security number in there and select that you're a high school graduate. Once you've completed that application, you will need to send us your high school transcript and those placement tests that we talked about. We have to have those scores. They're not automatically sent to us, so make sure we get a copy of them. And once we have that done, we can review your paperwork for admission to Weatherford College. Make sure in the admissions process, you do not forget financial aid. Remember, you do not have to be full-time to be eligible for a Pell Grant through the financial aid. It all starts with doing your FAFSA. That is the free application for federal student aid. You can find that at www.fafsa.gov. And remember to apply early. So if you're a senior now, you want to apply now for next year. The 2021 FAFSA is actually open, and it opened October 1st. So you have time to start working on it now, and you can list up to 10 colleges that you want your federal information sent to for financial aid. That way, in case you're not sure exactly what college or university you want to attend, you can have that financial aid information sent to all of them. Then, once you apply to a college and you are accepted, and they give you a login to your student portal, you can log into your student portal and check for updates. At Weatherford College, that's your Coyote Connect. And inside Coyote Connect is a financial aid option where you can see if you have any missing documents for financial aid. Or you can see how much money you were awarded. We also have other resources available to help you be successful on the college campus. Some of those include academic advising in student services so that you can make sure you're taking the right courses for your career pathway, student counseling in case things get overwhelming, or the Career and Transfer Center when you're just trying to decide what you really want to do or what university you want to transfer to after you finish at Weatherford College. You can also do mock interviews or get help with job applications at the Career Center. There is also a job board located in the Career Center in case you're looking for a part-time job. Another good resource is the SSS program, also known as Student Support Services. It's a TRIO program, which is a federally funded program by the Department of Ed. TRIO is designed for students who are first generation, meaning their parents do not have a 4-year bachelor's degree, and they qualify for financial aid. If you meet that criteria, TRIO might be a good option for you. They help with advising, they have their own computer lab, they help with building a plan for each semester and setting goals for that semester, and they also take you on campus tours of local universities to help you get an idea of where you want to go after Weatherford College. They also offer help in completing financial aid application and scholarship applications. And last but definitely not least is my office, the Office of Disabilities, here on campus. Remember, in the Office of Disabilities, there's several things to remember. One, you have to self-identify. No one at the college knows anything about your high school past, so we don't know if you had accommodations in high school or not. You have to come find us and let us know that you did. That's the most important step to this process. Once you've self-identified within our office, we have to have documentation of your disability. That's a federal law. That documentation can be from your school in the form of an FIE, which is the full and individual evaluation you may have had done, or your 504 plan. If you have a medical condition, it can also be a letter from your doctor stating your medical condition and accommodations that need to be made. If you have a mental health condition, it can come from a practitioner such as a licensed counselor or a psychologist or a psychotherapist. Once you've turned all that in, most Office of Disabilities, like mine, have forms for you to fill out that we need to have on file to assist you better. We have to discuss what are reasonable accommodations for you. Not all accommodations you had in high school can be used in college. Remember, sometimes things were modified in high school, and in college we cannot modify assignments or any courses. We can only accommodate them. So we have to talk about what things you used that were most useful and if those are allowed on the college side. For example, you can have more time on a test and you can test in a private room, but I can't give you extra time to complete assignments because on the first day of class, you're going to be given a list of due dates for the entire semester and you're expected to keep track of that. And another common one is that cannot be modified is if you have 100 questions on a test, you have to do all 100. You can't just do 50. That's a modification. We're actually modifying that test. Now, to accommodate you, we can have you take that 100 question test in a private room and you get extra time on that test to read those 100 questions and process those answers. Whatever you choose, just make sure your first step is to go to that Office of Disabilities and identify yourself so that they know you're on campus, you have a schedule, and you're wanting accommodations. At the end of it all, this is your goal. You want to walk across the stage with your diploma in your hand very proudly, and we want to help you get to that path. If you have any questions about Weatherford College, please feel free to reach out to me at my phone number, 817-598-6350, or you can email me at dkahlden@wc.edu. And hopefully you'll be able to become a part of our Coyote fam, and welcome to the pack.
Okay, we have a few questions. What is housing like, and what are the requirement classes for a state trooper?
Housing at Weatherford College is one of the perks that we have. All of our units are 4-bedroom units, with the exception of 3 of them. They are 2-bedroom units, and they are set up apartment style, which means you have your own room that only you can access, and then you share the entire apartment with 3 other people. You have your own sink and area to get ready at in the morning. And then the only thing you share with one other person on your side of the apartment is a toilet and shower. So they do come fully furnished. So they are very easy to move into. Just put your stuff in your room, and then easy to move out of because you don't have to worry about furniture and stuff. We have several students. We are usually always full in housing. So it's a good idea to get started on that process early. And the other big thing to remember about our housing is it is a 2-semester contract. So it's for fall and spring. If you decide at Christmas time that you don't want to come back to school in January, you still have to pay for that apartment housing. So you want to make sure that you're really going to stay and finish out your first year at college before committing to that financial burden. And as far as state trooper classes, that is to most students that apply to state trooper do have that 4-year bachelor's degree. So what you start with at Weatherford College is your core requirements. depending on what you want your bachelor's degree to be in. Many people do animal science, wildlife management, criminal justice. Oh my gosh. So you have several options for that, getting your core at Weatherford before moving on.
Okay, it says, can you go back to the certificates and we can't go back to the middle of the presentation, but you can see it on YouTube if you go to Workforce Solutions YouTube page. You can go back and rewatch the entire presentation. Do you offer anything for music or vocals?
We do. We have a very strong choir program, and it does have scholarship available. So if you would like to try out, you can contact me and I'll get you in touch with the Fine Arts Department. And we do have concerts on campus in our Fine Arts Center at the Alkek Fine Arts Center, as well as theater, jazz band, and opera.
Okay, we have time for one more question. Is there a special admissions process for students with disabilities?
No, you apply just like everyone else, and just make sure once you have applied and you get ready to register that you come to our office and self-identify, and even seek out me for advising. I will help with advising and course placement as well.
Okay, I lied. This is an easy question, so I'm going to go ahead and read it. How many classes can you take at a time?
Our max number of credit hours is 16 courses. That's actually 5 courses in a science lab, or maybe a 1-credit kinesiology class. That's a very heavy load coming in for a first-time student. So we usually try to advise you to only take 12 that first semester until you get the feel of how different college is from high school.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for attending the Weatherford College session. Each session is being recorded and will be uploaded to the YouTube page after the event. And thank you so much for coming.